So you seen Dominic Wade today in the first time in the first like 8 weeks.
Right.
How do you compare him, early gauge, compare him to David Lemieux, Willie Monroe, and you watched him fight? How would you compare him, early stages?
First of all, I think that Dominic has more skills than Lemieux as far as boxing skills. David was a big puncher. I don't think Dominic is that kind of puncher, but I hope, as we talked yesterday, that he takes this responsibly and comes to win the titles like we did 4 or 5 years ago. If he does, we're all going to be treated, man, because I've watched, like I said, told you before, I've watched his amateur career. I know a couple guys in his camp, so I know how good a fighter he is. Andrew Council told me about him 5 years ago in a gym down in LA. So, and what he mentioned was one of these days we're going to be facing each other. And sure enough, here we are now. So I expect a tough fight, man. I expect a tough, like the Murray fight, but Dominic being a better boxer.
Did you get a reception from how he looked in the media workout? I know you didn't see it, but did anybody tell you how he looked in the media workout?
No, I try not to find out about it. That's none of my business, man. It's my job is to prepare my guy to the best of our ability, and then whatever happens, happens in the fight. Dominic is going to do things in the media like we did that may not resemble what he's going to do in a fight, so it's not really that important.
How much movement are you expecting from him?
You know what? I'm kind of confused with what he says. He says he's going to go smash his face, he's going to come to fight. If he does that, we're going to have an exciting fight. If he moves a little bit, then we're going to chase him. And if it takes 1 round or 12 rounds, we're going to be chasing until we find him.
Well, I anticipate that not many guys would want to stand with your guy. Did you guys prepare for this possibility?
You know what? When we first fought for the title, the guy that we fought, they didn't expect for us to stand with him. So the defenses that we made at the beginning, people didn't expect for my guy to stand with those guys because they were better than my guy. No, I expect him to beat Dominic Wade, and that's a very talented fighter.
What sparring partners did you guys use for this fight?
We had 4. We had Julius Jackson, Paul Mendez, Darnell Boone, and Cedric Pelaez.
What was the game plan? Are you anticipating? Do you expect a boxer puncher, or do you expect him to simply be a boxer?
I expect Jay to have Dominic prepared to win the title. That's what I expect. I expect him to be 100%. I expect him to come out and do what he does best. And if he doesn't, then I'd be ashamed as a trainer that another trainer didn't prepare him to do what Dominic does best. Forget what Golovkin does best. He needs to do what he does best to try to beat us.
Triple G always brings excitement, but like in terms of his opponents, many of them have been unbeaten. But what do you think makes Dominic different? Why would fans want to watch this fight, like from like a perspective of seeing Wade against?
Well, he's undefeated. First of all, he doesn't know what it is to lose, and I'm sure he doesn't want to find out what it is to lose. Like I said, I saw many amateurs. He had a great amateur career. I think he was an Olympic alternate or something like that. He beat a lot of good guys and knocked out Sean Porter, as I've heard. So this guy can fight.
Or knocked down.
Knocked down.
But
Okay.
a lot of less like maybe educated fans, they might be thinking, oh, when is he finally going to really fight somebody? Like, why should I keep watching?
Well, as you recall, the IBF stripped Tyson Fury of his title when he didn't make his mandatory. This is our mandatory. If we don't do this, we don't fight this fight. Whether people perceive him as a threat or not, we lose the title. We get stripped also. And Golovkin's wanting to be unified champion. So this is part of it. This is what we have to do, because when you win a title, you have obligations. Just like, let's go back to Canelo and the questions that I'm being asked about Canelo too. Canelo made some assertions and signed a piece of paper that said he would fight the winner of the Wade-Golovkin fight. He's not living up to his word. So in essence, what we're doing is living up to the responsibilities and the consequences of winning a title.
Hey, well, you're pretty accurate with the predictions. What's your prediction for this fight?
This is a hard one to